The Hashira are the strongest warriors of the Demon Slayer Corps, but strength in Demon Slayer isn't just about who hits the hardest. It's about speed, endurance, technique, battle IQ, adaptability, and most importantly, how well a fighter performs against upper-ranked demons. This ranking uses everything we've seen in the anime and manga to determine who truly stands above the rest. This ranking is based on raw physical power, speed, stamina, experience, Demon Slayer mark usage, red blade activation, and confirmed combat feats. In ninth place, the weakest Hashira on the list is Shinobu Kocho, the insect Hashira. Shinobu Kocho is the only Hashira whose fighting style exists because of a physical limitation, not as a preference. She is canonically the weakest Hashira physically. Shinobu cannot decapitate demons, even lower-ranked ones, due to her lack of arm strength. Instead, she modifies her Nichiren blade into a thrusting weapon, focuses her entire combat philosophy around poison, and revolve her movements to rely on speed over force. Despite this, Shinobu is extremely dangerous. Her speed is among the highest of the Hashira. During her fight with Doma upper rank 2, she lands multiple direct hits, outspeeds Doma's perception early in the fight, and injects enough poison to slow him down significantly. However, her key issue is sustainability. Once Doma adapts, Shinobu cannot overpower him, prevent herself from being grabbed, or survive prolonged close combat. This all resulted in her death, but her death was intentional and strategic. She sacrifices herself to weaken Doma from the inside, proving her intelligence, but also confirms her weakness in direct combat. Shinobu is last because she cannot win solo against upper ranks. She has no decapitation capability, and relies entirely on preparation and sacrifice. In 8th place we have Tengen Yuzui, the sound Hashira. Tengen Yuzui represents pure physicality. He has one of the fastest running speeds, massive strength, exceptional durability, and shinobi training that enhances perception and reflexes. During the Entertainment District arc, Tengen faces Jotaro, upper rank 6. Some of his key feats include continued fighting after being poisoned with a poison that would otherwise kill instantly, trading blows evenly early in the fight, and developing the musical score technique, allowing him to predict Jotaro's attacks. However, the fight exposes critical weaknesses. Jotaro's poison steadily shuts him down, he loses an arm, and he cannot finish the fight alone. Tengen ultimately survives, but he is forced to retire, meaning he does not participate in endgame battles where the Hashira reach their peak. Tengen ranks above Shinobu because he can physically fight upper ranks head-on, and has much greater durability and power, but he ranks below others because he has no mark, no red blade, and no endgame feats. Up next in 7th place is Mitsuri Kanroji, the love Hashira. Mitsuri is one of the most physically gifted Hashira. Her body possesses abnormally dense muscle fibers, granting her extreme flexibility, enormous stamina, rapid attack speed, and high endurance over long fights. During the Swordsmith Village arc, Mitsuri awakens the Demon Slayer mark, takes on Zohakyuten, upper rank 4's strongest manifestation, and endures massive area of effect attacks for an extended period. Mitsuri excels at sustained combat, high-speed evasion, and multi-directional attacks. However, her biggest limitation is finishing power. She does not defeat Zohakyuten alone and relies on others to conclude the battle. Mitsuri ranks above Tengen because she activated her mark, has better stamina, and survived against an upper rank longer than Tengen. She ranks below others because she has no solo upper rank kill, and a less refined technique. Up next in 6th place is Michiro Takedo, the Mist Hashira. Michiro is the definition of raw talent. At only 14 years old, he becomes a Hashira in 2 months, awakens the Demon Slayer mark, unlocks memories mid-battle, and solo defeats Gyako, the upper rank 5 demon. This is one of the most decisive Hashira victories in the series. Michiro's mist breathing overwhelms Gyako through disorientation, speed bursts, and precision strikes. However, Michiro's later fight against Kokushibo shows the limits of talent without experience. He is quickly overwhelmed, his endurance is lower than a senior Hashira, and he must rely on sacrifice to contribute. Michiro ranks above Mitsuri because he has a solo upper rank kill and the superior technique. But he ranks below the rest because of lower endurance and less effectiveness in prolonged endgame combat. Our next Hashira on the list in 5th place is Abanai Iguro, the Serpent Hashira. Abanai Iguro is one of the most misunderstood Hashira because his true strength only appears at the very end of the series. For most of Demon Slayer, Abanai does not participate in major upper rank battles. This causes many viewers to underestimate him. However, when the final battle begins, Abanai immediately proves that he is built specifically for fighting the strongest enemies imaginable. During the battle against Muzan Kibutsuji, Abanai demonstrates several critical traits. He awakens the Demon Slayer mark, he gains a red Nichiren blade, and he continues fighting after being partially blinded. He also maintains combat effectiveness while suffering massive blood loss. Abanai's fighting style is extremely technical. His serpent breathing allows his blade to bend and curve in unpredictable angles, making it especially effective against enemies with erratic movement like Muzan. While others rely on brute force, Abanai relies on precision, positioning, and constant pressure. What truly elevates Abanai is his battle IQ. Even while blinded, he tracks Muzan through sound and spatial awareness, adjusts his breathing rhythm to compensate for injuries, and coordinates attacks with Tanjiro and Gyomai flawlessly. Abanai ranks above Machiro because Machiro's strength relies heavily on speed and talent. But he struggles in prolonged, overwhelming fights while Abanai endures one of the longest and most intense battles in the series. And Abanai fights the strongest enemy in the story and remains effective until the very end. In fourth place we have none other than our beloved Kyojuro Rengoku, the flame Hashira who was gone too soon. Rengoku's placement is defined by something no other Hashira demonstrates as clearly: absolute dominance without power-ups. In the Mugen Train arc, Rengoku fights Akaza, upper rank 3, entirely alone. This alone is extraordinary. But what makes the fight truly impressive is how Rengoku performs. During this battle, Rengoku protects every passenger on the train. He continuously pressures Akaza with overwhelming offense, he adapts mid-fight to Akaza's regenerative abilities, and he nearly prevents Akaza from escaping before sunrise. Akaza is a demon obsessed with strength, and yet he repeatedly begs Rengoku to become a demon, not out of pity, but out of genuine respect. Crucially, Rengoku accomplishes all of this without a demon slayer mark, without a red Nichiren blade, and without assistance. This means Rengoku is operating purely on raw physical strength, perfect breathing technique, extreme endurance, and unbreakable willpower. Rengoku ranks above Abanai because he nearly defeats a higher-ranked Upper Moon in a solo fight. He forces Akaza to retreat, something few characters ever do, and his performance required no external boosts. Rengoku represents the absolute peak of base Hashira strength. Up next in third place is the water Hashira, Ju Tomioka. Ju Tomioka is the most complete and consistent Hashira in the series. Unlike Rengoku, Ju survives long enough to reach the endgame, where Hashira unlock their full potential. During the Infinity Castle arc, Ju demonstrates what happens when elite fundamentals meet peak conditions. His key feats include awakening the Demon Slayer mark, fighting Akaza alongside Tanjiro, surviving techniques that killed other Hashira, and using Dead Calm to neutralize overwhelming barrages. Dead Calm is especially important. It is a form created by Ju himself, and it allows him to enter a state of near-perfect defense, nullifying attacks from even upper-ranked demons. Against Akaza, Ju maintains composure under relentless pressure, continues fighting after sustaining critical injuries, and adjusts to Akaza's evolving techniques mid-battle. Ju ranks above Rengoku because he gains the Demon Slayer mark, significantly increasing his stats, survives prolonged upper-rank combat, and adapts over time rather than burning out and dying. Ju may not have Rengoku's explosive presence, but his longevity and adaptability make him deadlier in extended battles. In second place is Sanemi Shinazugawa, the Wind Hashira. Sanemi Shinazugawa is one of the most terrifying Hashira because of his sheer refusal to die. During the battle against Kokushibo, upper rank 1, Sanemi shows feats that border on the inhuman. He continues fighting with severe internal injuries, he withstands attacks that instantly incapacitate others, he matches Kokushibo's speed for extended periods, and he actively pressures the strongest Upper Moon demon. On top of that, Sanemi possesses Merchi blood, a rare type that intoxicates demons. He uses this strategically, allowing Kokushibo to consume his blood to create openings, a move that requires insane pain tolerance and mental fortitude. Sanemi's fighting style is chaotic but precise. Wind breathing produces wide, destructive slashes that limit enemy movement, force defensive reactions, and create opportunities for allies. Sanemi ranks above Ju because he has the greater offensive output, higher pain tolerance and durability, and more effectiveness against upper rank 1 specifically. Sanemi does not fight to survive, he fights to kill, no matter the cost. And finally, when talent, experience, rage, and resolve are pushed to their absolute peak, in first place, standing as the strongest Hashira in the Demon Slayer universe, we have none other than Gyomai Himojima, the Stone Hashira. Gyomai Himojima is the undisputed strongest Hashira, and the series leaves no ambiguity about this. Even before the final arc, Gyomai is referred to by other Hashira as the strongest, feared and respected by demons and demon slayers alike, and physically superior to every other Hashira. During the battle against Kokushibo, Gyomai displays absolute mastery. He awakens the Demon Slayer mark, he unlocks a red Nichiren blade, and he perfectly controls a chain flail and axe, weapons no normal swordsman could use. He also fights at full power while blind, relying purely on sound and spatial awareness. Kokushibo himself acknowledges Jyomiai as a true warrior, placing him above nearly every opponent he has faced in centuries. What separates Jyomiai from everyone else is total balance. He has strength equal to Sanemi, technique rivaling Abanai, endurance surpassing Ju, and presence that dominates the battlefield. There is no scenario where another Hashira outperforms Jyomiai in a direct fight. He is not just the strongest Hashira, but he's the standard by which all strength is measured. When you look at everything the Hashira accomplish across the anime and manga, this ranking reflects not just strength, but who truly performs when facing the strongest demons in history. If you want more deep anime breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button and join the journey.